your thoughts on the tightness and the physicality of this game?
I mean, coming into it, we knew that we were going to be playing a good team with a really physical, tough defense, and they showed us that. And I think on both sides of the ball, we played really well and very physical, and I think that's just what it comes down to in the SEC, tough physical games, and we ended up coming out on top.
You mentioned that physicality. You got hit 3 times. How were you able to just keep composed? It seemed like you never panicked. It's kind of been the theme, I guess, but getting hit that many times and seeing these guys coming at you.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, they brought a lot of pressure at us. They gave us a lot of different looks. Obviously, go back, watch film, see if I could have changed something to, maybe make some guy not miss or change the protection. But, I mean, you get hit in football as part of it. Just stand back up next play.
Carson, with the running game struggling, did you feel you had to make a play?
No, never. I mean, towards the end of the game when we needed the most, the running game started to pick it up. We leaned on our offensive linemen like we always tend to in the fourth quarter, get behind them, Dejon, Kendall, whichever back we throw in there. But, I mean, ultimately we got so many guys that are going to make plays that all I have to do is be myself.
Carson, did you know that Nas had those kind of hands?
No, I didn't, but he did get hawked down. He had like a big old backpack on his back or something slowing him down. So,
how big was that play? I mean, just for him to be able to make a play.
I mean, a huge play, especially at that point of the game. They're starting to drive down, 2-minute situation, trying to go down there and score to. I think we were up 9, so make it like a 1-point game. If they probably would have gone for 2 or 1, but to make that play on defense, a huge momentum shifter.
Seems like every time you guys needed a big play offensively through the air, you went to Ladd. Just the way he came through in the clutch, you feel he's taking that next step?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's came up clutch this week, last week as well. Big time on third downs and obviously explosive plays. Obviously the coverage that they gives us dictates who gets the ball, and it's intended to be him.
Carson, what do you feel like was working in that third quarter? 2 touchdown drives for you guys wound up being a big deal in winning the game, but what was working in that third quarter on offense?
I think this whole entire season we've been so good at coming out in the second half, especially the third quarter, and making adjustments based off what the defense is doing against us. That and obviously going out there and executing, getting that energy back, getting a little rest during halftime, and then coming out strong and being physical.
Walk me through the Oscar Delp touchdown.
I think it was third. Was it third down? Yeah. Third down. We just had like a little in route there and like a little shallow coming under. Safety played over the top of him. Tried to just nail it on his back hip. I mean, that was a huge catch. That was a huge catch in a huge game.
Matt McConkey's been your leading receiver the past 2 weeks. What's it like just have a guy like him with Brock out, a guy that knows the ins and outs of the offense?
Yeah, I mean, he's stepped up huge, and I've said this so many times, but the amount of reps that we've had over the past 4 years, we came in together, whether that's in the offseason, during the season. Obviously, there's a lot of trust there and a lot of built reps, so I know exactly what he's going to do and exactly where he's going to be.
Obviously a big stretch here for you guys. How does this one feel knowing you're here at home, be able to get a big win against the top-ranked team that has a lot of guys?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, coming into it, we knew that it was going to be a tough matchup. We knew that they were going to give us their best, and we were going to give them our best as well. So to be able to get that win, especially as an SEC East opponent, it's a big win for us.
Carson, I doubt we'll talk to you during the week. So with this final home game coming up, do you think what it could be for you, maybe your final game ever between the hedges?
I mean, I'm not really thinking that too far ahead. Obviously, enjoy tonight's win. I try to keep it day to day, but I am super excited to have a good opponent like Ole Miss. I'm pretty sure they won tonight too, or today earlier. So to have them come into our house, I'm super excited.
Carson, you're out there as the holder for Peyton after he hits that career long to put you on 2 scores. What did you say to him?
I mean, obviously, I was hyped. If you go look at the film, I mean, I was super energetic. I called him the Iceman, I mean, every time that he's stepped out there in the past couple of games, he's nailed those field goals, and obviously they ended up coming huge tonight.
Carson, you talked before the year about how much you've learned watching Stetson for a couple of years.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, you talked before the season about how much you learned watching Stetson for a couple of years.
Oh,
when
yeah.
When you got on the field this year, what did you finally learn about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think as each game continues to go, I continue to learn more about myself and the game. Like, obviously, I'm kind of relearning how to play football again. I haven't played in so long. I mean, you laugh, but it's very true. But all the things that I've taken from him, he was a different quarterback. He could run a little bit better, make some plays with the feet. But I learned so much stuff from him off the field as far as, like, mental things and, film stuff and, like, how to read things and, being able to mesh some of the stuff that he does really well and trying to implement it into my game obviously just levels me up.
Anything in particular, like, stand out?
I guess the big thing is just next drive. The one thing